Hi guys, thanks for clicking on the video. This one's going to be a quick channel update talking about the new recording space and Linuxfest Northwest. So first up, the new recording space. So obviously you guys can see around me, obviously. This is very different than the last time I was recording. So obviously there was a significant amount of time that went into making this a thing. So obviously that's part of the reason you haven't seen as much from me as I was hoping. So that said, as far as the direction of the channel, so still going to be trying to produce Linux how-to and tutorials. I think we're going to shoot for weekly for the content, and that might be either a video and or article. It'll depend on timing. So obviously you guys can sound off in the comments and let me know which you would prefer, or if you really want both. And we can kind of take that from there. But enjoy the new surroundings. Hopefully they're better. If they're not, let me know that too, and we'll take it from there. So it is that time of the year once again to start preparing and thinking about Linuxfest Northwest. That's going to be April 26th through the 28th in beautiful Bellingham, Washington. It's also going to be captained again by James Mason, who actually ran it the last year as well. But something very special this year is the fact that it is their 20th anniversary. So it's kind of a big deal to them and everybody. So even if you haven't been able to go in the past, this is definitely going to be an extra special year. That said, I also submitted 2 talks so far. Potentially there'll be a third. Not sure if that's going to be a thing yet. But basically the quick synopsis of those are, one's going to be a choose your own adventure talk. I'm not going to know what I'm talking about until you guys come into that room and make some decisions for me. And I'll have some pre-prepared various forks in the road for you to pick and choose what we talk about. So it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be for like beginner and intermediate level Linux users. And we're going to dive into, a handful of distributions, go through desktop environments. It'll be pretty cool. And the second talk is going to be on the past, present, and future of gaming on Linux. So, everything from once upon a time, how Linux was, how it is today, and kind of what our, aspirations for the future might be, especially with the advent of Proton and other things that have kind of happened and dropped this year. So kind of also going to be an interesting talk. And there'll be a third talk that may or may not be similar to my Linux and a Microsoft World talk last year, but I haven't decided if that's going to be a thing yet or not. So that's kind of the biggest bits of everything coming to Linuxfest Northwest. As always, Brian Lunduke is going to be coming out. He does every year. He's going to do some fantastic talks. There's always some fun folks from System 76 and also mini conferences every year. A lot of times, like the Postgres SQL folks will come out, and a bunch of other people. Last year, Nextcloud, Frank Karlichek and Jas Porlavat from Nextcloud came out. Got to meet them. It was super exciting, really fun. So it's definitely worth your time to come out. And like I said, since it's going to be the 20th anniversary, it's going to be even more awesome than usual. So definitely something to come out, have fun, and, have a great time. So that said, in the near future, you're going to be seeing some more how-to content and tutorials kind of leading up to Linux Fest, or at least that's the idea. But sound off in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see. Are there any distros you want me to review? Do you want me to go over some of the more recent events in gaming and Linux? Let me know. I'm all ears, and I'm very interested in what your thoughts are. Thanks again for watching the video. Look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.